So this is a very, very beautiful morning. And in the last video, I showed you the difference between follow me and active track. But I didn't really provide a solid example that it actually works. So I thought we should just try and do this. And just to be safe, we are using this house here. There's nobody in there. There's nobody that lives there. And we are placing the drone in a safe height above the trees. Let's just try as the first example and switch it into track. Flight mode needs to be set to normal. Yes, sir. You're doing that. So now we have the car framed here. And when I'm driving forward here, the drone should follow me if I press the follow me function here. So, like that. And when I'm driving behind these houses here, what you will see that it's, or this house here, that it will actually lose me. So now the drone doesn't know where I am. So if I just go back again, so we just stop this because now it's getting all confused here. So if we do the same experiment by switching the drone into the follow me function, and we are saying that the distance from where we are is, let's see what it is right now, depth, it's 70 meters. So let's just put it at 72. And the altitude is just a tad above 30. And it's doing live updates, so it's pretty easy to adjust this. So just move it a little bit more like this. No. So. Just make sure to stay safely above the tree line when you are doing this experiment. Okay, so we are ready now to conduct a follow-up experiment where we are driving behind the trees here. And we're looking for the traffic here, so no problems. See, it should be able to follow me even though I am covered completely so the camera can't see me. And just to reiterate here while we are driving, the difference between the follow me and the active track is that it's using the camera purely at active track to determine where I am. And as you saw when I drove behind the houses, the camera was losing sight of me. But if I use this feature that's called follow me, it uses the GPS of the remote. So it's trying to follow the remote. So as long as I have the remote with me, it will follow along. And maybe now it's having a little bit of a hard time following up here. But now you can see I'm going behind this farm again. And it's just simply following along. And it's the nice Orby lake that you can see in the background. And there's another thing here that I want to show you. So if I just stop that shortly here and I turn the camera very slightly, you can see there are some, I think it's Canadian geese there. They are right now, they've stayed here for the last month. They're eating the scraps of the sugar beet that is the leftovers when the farmer took off these sugar beets and drove them to the sugar factory that will turn them into this nice white sugar that you all know. So I don't want to go too close to them. See, right now I'm actually 60 kilometers an hour, so we're exceeding the maximum speed of the drone. So it will have a hard time following along. So if I just slow down a little bit here, it will try to catch up. For those of you that know this area, you know that the castle is located here in the back. This is Warby Harbor. And if we're just turning the drone ever so slightly, you can see that the castle is located in here in the forest. One of you asked if the zooming function is working. I am not capable of getting this to work as it is right now. So we can't zoom in on the castle like we used to be able to do when we are down here. So that you have to save that for another occasion. So now it's time to get back. And it is not as smooth with the smart controller. Let's just address that while we are driving back here. And there was a little bit confusion how to get this version on the smart controller. And I might make a separate video about that, but you need to use the Amazon store and install that on the smart controller to be able to run it off that. But in general, you can just download the app from the Play Store for your Android phone and you should be fine. So